Hey, this is Cool Trains in Montreal, and this is my second video of Chessie system equipment. And I realized I made a mistake from the first video. I stated in the first video that this is a B23-7. No, that's not a B23-7, and I'll show what that locomotive looks like in a moment. This is a U23B. So it's a B, meaning it's got the two axle trucks. So 4 axles altogether. U meaning it's a universal series of the GE locomotives from the 1960s, although this particular model was in production until about 1977 or thereabout. And 23 meaning that it's got actually 2,250 horsepower. I guess they rounded it up to 2,300 horsepower. Anyway, really cool. It's a V12 actually, which is a very strange thing that I was reading on Wikipedia. It was a V12 engine. So this is an Atlas model, and it came out a few years ago. And another one, I got 2 of them. I have a Chessie one, but I also got a Seaboard System one. And Seaboard System is a related railroad, so that's why I got that one. And I probably would have liked a match set of this, but I still have a match set of the other types, the B30-7s. So I'll just show you how well this actually runs. Let's just see. There we go. So the track hasn't been cleaned in a while. It does a pretty good job. I don't know if I've run this before at some point, but it's a pretty decent locomotive. Atlas does a good job of N-scale locomotives, like I've said in the past. And as far as slow speed goes, it's pretty decent. It does need some weathering, I suppose. All these Chessie systems locomotives do need some weathering, because without the weathering, the grills are supposed to be a little, messed up. They're supposed to be a little bit grimy. And these locomotives probably look the best with a little bit of grime, a little bit of road grime on it. Although you don't want too much, because it's a really bright, really nice paint scheme. Okay, so I will show now the other type of locomotive that I have a match set of. And that's this. Now this... Oops, it's this one here. Okay, so this one here is the B30-7. It's the one I was talking about that CSX had done they had done a restoration job on this particular type of locomotive. I'm not sure if it was this one in particular. Probably not. The number is probably inconsequential. Anyways, it's a really neat locomotive, and I'm gonna get up to my other locomotive, and then we'll run it. If it connects. There, it's connected. Okay, so let's see if they can run well. And pass they have, so. So of course normally they will run with the short hood first. So it's running backwards. Control stand is running backwards, and I'm going to slow it down a little. And you can see the difference between this locomotive and the other one. So the U23B, that's an older locomotive. And this one was from 1985 and was probably retired around about 2010 or 12, I guess. And only one that example of Chessie system locomotives exists, I think, because they had 33 of these, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and all of them would have been scrapped except for the one example. And the last paint scheme that this would have worn would be the orange CSX, the MOW paint scheme. So I'm gonna run these 2 again. And you can see they match pretty well, which is pretty much the reason why I didn't bother getting a second U23B. because I already have 2 of those B30-7s. So anytime I wanted to, I could probably do a 3 locomotive lash up and it would really work well. They're pretty matched, being both, all of them being Atlas locomotives. And they do have a really good synergy together. And I really like the paint scheme. Yeah, so I will show you a little more at a later time. So if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe to Cool Trains in Montreal. Have a good day.